Morning, good people. Happy Wednesday. Y'all, I woke up to snow. I know it's the wintertime. It's almost February and it's cold outside. I get that. But snow, I'm in Tennessee. I'm just not in the mood for it. But, I don't have a say-so over that. So, whatever. Not here to talk to you about the weather, though. Let's get into the word. Because although I'm not going to talk about this season, I am going to talk about your season. So let's go to Luke chapter 3. And I'm going to read verses 21 and 22 to you. So Luke chapter 3, verses 21 and 22. And it reads, when all the people were baptized, it came to pass that Jesus also was baptized. And while he prayed, the heaven was opened. And the Holy Spirit descended in bodily form like a dove upon him, and a voice came from heaven which said, you are my beloved Son, in whom I am well pleased. Jesus already knew who he was. Jesus' mama knew who he was. Joseph, his stepdaddy, knew who he was. John the Baptist knew who he was. But not everybody knew who he was. And that was his time of public reveal. This is my beloved Son, in whom I am well pleased. It had been some time. He was 30 at this point. It was time for his ministry to be unleashed. And so what had already been known by a few was now being released to be publicly known. It was his season. Maybe it's your season. Maybe you've been knowing and cultivating and nurturing and growing what's on the inside of you because you know what God has spoken over you, yet it's not a public thing. No one knows, or just very, very few know what it is that God has placed on the inside of you. But now God is saying, yo, this is my son. Yo, this is my daughter. I'm about to do a new thing. It's a new thing to you because you haven't seen it before, but it's an old thing to me because I spoke it before time began. It's the season of revealing. It's time. But the thing with that is, if you just keep on reading and you go into Luke chapter 4, you find out that the Spirit of God leads Jesus into the wilderness where he's fasting for 40 days and 40 nights. And then boom, what happens? He gets tempted by the enemy. He doesn't fold, but he does get tempted. Protect your season. Because when you get revealed, you will also get tried. Know that the enemy is coming for you. Whatever open door there may be in your life, he's trying to get through that door, whether it be a foot or a hand or an arm. Whatever he could slide in there, he's going to try to slide in there. Now, one thing about the enemy is when you give him an inch, that man will take a whole interstate. Do you hear me? So be mindful. Guard your heart. Lean in to the Holy Spirit. Consecrate yourself. I know that's like a super churchy word, but yes, separate yourself, purify yourself, get in the presence of God. Make no room for the flesh because, it's your season. And honey, you have to protect your season because the enemy comes to steal, kill, and destroy, okay? So he's coming to steal your influence, kill your name, destroy your reputation and your character so that what's on the inside of you can't flourish. He wants you to commit purpose suicide. Don't kill your purpose. I know the spirit is willing, but the flesh is weak. But starve the flesh. It's your season. God has brought you here for such a time as this. He's making a public declaration of who it is that you are and what it is he's called you to do. But still, you got to protect your season. So be mindful of that and have a happy Wednesday. Bye, y'all.